and thousands of subscribers. I don't. So I'm not even going to try to control it. I don't know how they control it either. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. I was going off and off. I'm talking to Instagram over here too. So I just wanted to get on and talk about my whole week. I didn't even want to go in my office because Fridays I try not to, and definitely Sundays I try not to. So I didn't go in the office. I'm just sitting here on my couch, chilling a little bit. I made a hot cup of tea. Well, it ain't that hot no more, but that's it. So today is Friday. Now I have a whole schedule of stuff that I do as far as going to work out, go into the library if I have to print anything, or getting on now with AI, which is Chat GPT, and making anything, like a flyer or a business letter or a donation letter, anything they want to done. Now, before I was entwined with Chat GPT, what I would do is all of my donation letters, I would type them out on my MacBook over here and have a USB port file where I download it on that. And I mean, I still do that little process and I'll have it and I'll have it. But with Chat GPT, like this, I made three um, along with them, flyer and business letter and first quarterly newsletter. I was like, whoa, this is what they're talking about. This is what they're talking about. Oh, I didn't even add on running and back and forth to the pharmacy. I didn't even add on here um, getting a donation from an organization representing. I didn't even add on um, having to go physically to our nonprofit bank um, to ask them some questions about donations. And I've done this before now. And they want, no, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'll get back to that if I do or if I don't, because that's like, mm. Okay, so here we go. Monday, I said it. I did three AI flyers plus the newsletter. So a quarterly newsletter for Lils for Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless Corp will come out every 3 to 4 months. A update, an update on what we're doing. It is sent to the our team, which is now 16 people, which is the board, secretary, secretary, director, treasurer, um, and me, the executive. Plus, you have the liaisons. Plus, you have a volunteer. Plus, you have donors. And I don't call anybody a sponsor yet. You are a donor. Thank you. I appreciate it. A sponsor, I have to look to see. Oh, plus advisory board. That's three more. I have to see exactly what's the difference from a sponsor and a donor. I know you ask donors every month. That don't mean they definitely gonna do it. Sponsor could have a time limit for actually, representing you. I guess I'm gonna look it up. So that was Monday. I know more stuff was done in that Monday, which it is probably where I can add that I asked for a donation to get membership for Greater Harlem of Chamber of Commerce. That probably was it. It was either Monday or Tuesday, but we received a donation and we're on our way to get in a new membership, which I have to do a little more fundraising to complete that membership fee. So thank you so much for representing organization Robert Williams and John Watson and the rest of the family for always supporting us. It's the third time, third or fourth. And okay, Monday, what else? As I heard about a fire that happened in the Bronx in the Melrose area, Melrose area, and I um, said, this is what Lil's for Nonprofit Seniors and Homeless Corp is about. Getting to see what seniors are there, what people are unhoused, and how to, do our little input and help. So I got in contact with some people. I I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you on that, but this big container on my floor. Where is it? Yeah, this big container bin. I'm I took it off my terrace because I said I'm going to keep it to be able to add more and more stuff to it. Let me show you here. This is a bin. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think it's right there. That big bin. So, with that big bin, you know how much stuff I can put in there? And I really didn't want to be bringing stuff up to my home, but I know the people who are donating, and I know that it's all clean. Either way, it's always all clean. But I didn't want to keep hauling and and putting so much stuff in my home. But this is a different case. So ever since I heard about this incident, I would ask people to donate women clothes, men clothes, um, maybe some new boxers for the men, some new undergarments for the women, whatever, and found out where I can donate it to. And I did that. And I've delivered all of that was in there. Thank you to my daughter Sparkle. Thank you to my friend Mercedes for donating a whole bunch of sanitary pads and stuff like that was given out also. Okay, that is Monday. Tuesday, it was so all through the week that is still happening. Tuesday, I went to my Zumba class, dreading every second of it. Okay, you see the face? See the face? Dreading. Because she's torturous in a good way. I had my water ready this time because last time I thought I was going to pass out. I had no water with me. So I had my water with me. I had my rag, my washcloth to wipe the sweat. And I went outside and took a 5 minute break because she's continuous from 10 o'clock to 10:45. Continuous, continuous, continuous. And me, as senior in a senior class, I would say, don't she know we seniors? Yeah, she know we seniors. She could see that we are seniors, older people working out, and she congratulates us. I think the director talked to her. Well, some of us said to the director probably, don't she know we seniors? She got to take it easy. No, she don't. No, she don't. We have to keep up, and that's what keeps us going. So yes, that was great. I'm glad that is one day a week. So I went to my Zumba class. Then I went to the library because I had to print out some stuff, and um, it was pertaining to personal stuff like my insurance cards, and I needed it printed. And I was like, okay, just run and do that. Plus, I love to go there to say hi to them at the library, and it's like, "Hi, Miss Lillian," and then "Hi, Lillian," and then the whole library, this one and that one, would say hi. To me, it is very good to be well known. It is very good to be well known. I can say that over and over. It is very good to be well known in a good way. So, um, yep, I got this stuff to give to the Bronx victims. That's what I said. That's ongoing this whole week. Ongoing. Oh, I got some stuff. No, not yet. So then Wednesday, pantry day. After 2 weeks of not being in the pantry, 1 week I took off to, just give myself a rest. Then the next week was Holy Week, and the pantry, gave themselves a rest. So when I went back this Wednesday, I was like, "Hi, how was everybody's vacation?" It was like, "Oh boy, we needed that. Da, 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 da. We got to do that again." I don't see them taking no time off other than Sunday and Monday. But the pantry is closed out in Long Island City, called 9 Million Reasons. And I've been going there for 4 years. So I packed up the car, gave the food to a liaison, which is the first one I gave to coming back is Rosalind on my old block. And she gave away, oh, I know what I did Monday. Was that Monday? No, Sunday. Let me back up. Sunday was a redo of my interview with the young lady on growing up in Harlem. So she did it before last month, and she's going to use part of it, but part of it was a lot noisy because it was near the highway. So she asked me to come. That was Sunday. Would you like to do your interview? It's only going to be an hour. We was there like 2.5 hours just talking and interviewing, having a good time. And she's a beautiful young lady. And she's my friend, one of my friends. We grew up together in that same community of Harlem that I give back to daughter. And she did the interview for her thesis. She's graduating from NYU, and she needed to do a thesis. And she did it on me and Roz in several areas that's happening in Harlem. Growing up in Harlem, the difference of what's happening now than what happened when we grew up. So it was a great interview. I know she's going to rock that thesis because we are Harlem and we helped her. Okay? Okay, yes, I live in the Bronx. I'm a resident of the Bronx, but I am Harlem from head to toe. Okay? Don't forget that part. Okay, now back to Wednesday. So packed up the car, gave to one of the liaisons, Roz, which is from my old block, and she gave out all the stuff. She had help with getting, putting everything on the tables and everything. She sent pictures. That is the protocol. That's the same way. If I give you, you send me pictures, receipts. That's what that is. And it built so I can build up a collage. 4 years of pictures of, it's so beautiful to see. So beautiful. Still giving out stuff for the victims, fire victims over in the Bronx, Mount Haven area. Thursday, went actually to the Mount Haven area to give them some um, more stuff and to stay in contact with the person who will be receiving it. And as much as I can, I will just keep adding stuff in to help them. And I've told people, give me socks, give me caps, you know, t-shirts, abundance of t-shirts. That will help. Okay. Um, so went to the tenants and the neighbors. That this is the added on stuff. One of the tenants and neighbors, which is a nonprofit organization, contact me, Miss Bannister Lillian. Can you help us? No. Will you be at the meeting? This is a town hall meeting. Um, I remember the meetings, and they said that there will be a town hall meeting, but I don't remember saying I was going to be there because I can't, project my time in advance. I just can't. But we called, and I had plenty of time. This was a chill day, which was yesterday. What I thought. Then my older son said, "Ah, da, 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 da," always about his one little baby Hudson. I said, I'm going to come get him and his cousins, and I'm going to take them to the park. I love the park, swing park. And what they need to wear, this don't just get, it's hot out. So I got it ready, cute. So, and we went to the park, and we walked and walked, and we got some exercise. And we walked and walked and walked, and then we went to the park, put him in a swing, and he loved it. Walked around, got us some ice cream. No, them, not me. Some ice cream, some little stuff from McDonald's for them, not me. And that was a day with the children. Okay. That's when I got the call. Later on that evening, can you make the town hall meeting? It's like, of course. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. This town hall meeting was everything. Now, Tenants and Neighbors is an organization that has several agencies under it, not agency, programs under it that they help. And one is screen injury for seniors and for people with disability. I do know about these programs, so I wanted to know more. They had elected officials all in the front that was coming from boroughs of Manhattan and the Bronx. And my elected official was there too. So it was good to see who was going to be voting on the amendments that and articles that they were putting forward for housing. So it was so good. Like for these rent hikes and for the way certain things are happening in our dwellings where we live, better housing. It was so good. So glad I made it. I got me a cold bottle of water from them, and I just hydrated myself, and it was good. And then I finished that and came on in. But before that, I get a call in the middle of the time with the grandbaby to jump on a call because it is about the meet and greet of the organization that I'm going to redo my membership, our membership with. I said, oh my gosh, I just don't have enough time for this. But I did. I got on, I put my earpod in, and I got on for at least 15 minutes, and that was it because the next time was with the grandbabies and the children. I had to stay, you know, attentive. So I didn't get through all of that, but it was good. So now today is Friday, right? On my schedule for Friday, definitely to pack up the bin with donations that is coming through and people giving me and put in my bin, but also to go to my Flex U class because I haven't been. This will be the second or third week of them coming back from the summer break. Oh my gosh. I know Phoenix instructors like, well, where is she? Hi, Phoenix, if you're looking. It's been so busy. I'm trying to add it in. I'm trying to add it in. Is that I have my aquatic class and on one day, which was yesterday, and my FlexU class today. And I shouldn't have done my schedule like that because I have to drive too far to go over to Riverbank State Park. Ooh, I'll fit it in. I'll fit it in. I'll fit it in. So there you go. Thank you all for listening to my whole schedule of the week. I'm sure there was more stuff in it, but That's quite enough, right? I can tell you, I am so pleased. I met, and I'm big on meeting new people. So I was driving down the block where my youngest daughter lived, and I was stopped at the light, and over right next to me, it was a gentleman on the corners working. It was security or something, and he said, "Oh, how are you today?" I said, "I'm good." He said, "Boy, you got a whole lot of stuff." So I had all this stuff coming back from the pantry to go deliver. I said, "Yeah, I have a nonprofit." He was like, "Well, give me the information. Maybe I can help you with some stuff and this and that." I was like, "Okay." Now this is at the stoplight. So I was like, "Take a picture of my card because I don't got no more cards." And he said, "Yes." He said, "Maybe we could do something together. I can help you, or maybe you can help me with some stuff." I was like, "Yeah." That was at the stoplight. That's my life. It is beautiful, right? All right. Have a beautiful day. I hope the rest of your week ending, which is Friday, is great. Get outside if you're in the tri-state area and stretch and walk. I even went to Pelham Bay one of those days and just walked on the track around and around. I did about it's eight it's eight things to go around. I did three out of the eight, so I was very good with that. Um, who knows what else I did? All right. Thank y'all so much. Let me give YouTube a break from me.